hardly use them. Let's see, sorcerer.
You want to be able to use concentration spells.
Yeah, I'm good at concentration. I use what's it called for concentration, my haste.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I believe we have everyone here.
Hello, all the Nargles fans.
So, I believe it's, let me take off the announce for both of them. Whoops, not the crawl, the announce. There we go. All right, I believe it's time for a recap.
Am I leveling myself up? How's that work exactly?
If you can, yeah, just level yourself.
Okay, that's fine. I'm level 6 sorcerer, so.
Your mic's fuzzy today, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, hang on 1 second. I got an idea.
I mean, I have the notes here. I can recap if you want me to. There's a lot we went through.
Is that any better?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, Scott, why don't you go ahead? I'm going to rearrange portraits while you're doing that.
Okay, so when we left, we were just approaching Bryn Shander. We arrived at Bryn Shander, a very large city, estimated about 3,000 feet across in diameter, completely enclosed by walls. It's the late fall, so there is some snow as we hit the grounds. We walk up and realize we got to gain entry to the city and don't really have a story, so we just fall on the old fallback. We're looking for work. They tell us that Kelvin's Comfort is a nice inn to drink at, a nice place to stay, or there's a place called Northlook, which is a little bit more in the seedy part of town, but might have some work that we'd be able to find there. We also met the sheriff, Augret Brighthelm, a dwarf. We asked her a little bit about some of the rumors she had heard about Harshnag, the giant that we have heard is kind of altruistic as helping people, and she says, yeah, she's heard of him, but she doesn't really believe the stories. We asked her about giants in general, and she said she hadn't seen anything around Bryn Shander for the last 150 years. So I went to the stables where Shiffinar the magic steed was going to stay, and we asked Shiffinar to let us know if anything happened at the east wall. And I don't think Shiffinar was real happy about being left in the stables, but that's what happened. We started to make our way towards Northlook, where we're going to hopefully find some jobs, and we passed a very large temple called the House of Triad. They worship the three gods of Tyr, Torm, and Elmander. There was a worker out there who recognized us or recognized the name of our group. His name was Cirque. And we met the priest who was talking to Cirque as Cirque was sweeping the stairs. His name was Delvin Ludwig. We continued on after a short conversation with them, past the town armory and past Kelvin's Comfort, where we eventually ended up thinking we were going to stay for the night, and we made it to the marketplace. That's when Relic and Bone Crusher noticed that there was a woman kind of looking at us. After some shenanigans, we officially scared her off and told her she could find us at Kelvin's Comfort if she wanted to talk to us about anything. She wasn't mean, she was shifty, but we could tell she was probably hiding something. She probably wanted to speak with us, but didn't feel like she had the liberty to do so. We passed a large trade house, Rendarel's Emporium. We passed the Black Iron Blades with the finest weapon around. No, they were all crap. And we reached the Northlook Inn, which was crowded. We had our nice dinner. It was a pretty rough group of trappers and everything else. Yeah, they talked about some jobs, but nothing really stuck out. We learned a little bit about the rest of the city, including Goldstag's Rest Inn by the East Gate, owned by a lady named Myrtle. Pretty cheap place to stay. We found out about the town hall. We learned where the speaker's palace was, where Devessa Shane is the current speaker of the town. We also learned about where the Hooked Knucklehead was. Argold, a guard, told us about rumors of silhouettes that were being seen against the hills out in the mountains. maybe they were giants. That was over a week ago. They think maybe they were giants because of the size to the distance to the hills and the size, but they weren't really sure. We headed over to Kelvin's Comfort, where they had a big tap room full of dwarven ale. We met the proprietor, Organ Flamebeard. We noticed that there was a person at the bar who was taking notice of us. So Ironclaw went up and introduced himself. Turned out to be Sir Barry Nylif?
Barrick.
Okay. Barrick Nylif, part of the Order of the Gauntlet. Right about the time that we were just getting acquainted and having bought him a beer, Shiffinar messaged me, Ironclaw, that there was trouble at the southwest gates. So we busted out of there and we headed down to the gate very quickly, where we were told by the sheriff and by the town. What is she? Crier? No. A speaker. Who were on top of the wall, that there were giants approaching, giants and wolves. So we kind of got in a group getting ready to fall out. The female giant calls us to surrender to Artis Cimber or die. Now we know Artis Cimber as a human of some report who is said to be immortal. This is our first clue as to who may be behind this giant uprising. Giants were also attacking the other gates. A giant named Droofy was the leader of the particular group that we were looking at, with two large direwolves in tow. She blew a horn. That was the signal for the other giants to start lobbing large boulders
Hey, Kujikin,
over the
thank you very
walls.
much for the follow. Appreciate it.
And then we started attacking. The giants started attacking the southwest gate. For some reason, they really weren't very successful at busting through the gate. But Droofy decided that she would throw her direwolves over the gate, and she did. And we dispatched them after a little bit of learning about the capabilities of direwolves, which came at quite an expense. Rallick was able to mind control one of the giants. That really helped turn the tide of the battle, and eventually we were able to knock down Droofy and one of her companions. One of the giants did get away, and the two direwolves were dispatched, and that's where we start today.
Awesome.
I said direwolves. They're not direwolves. They're
Winter wolves.
winter wolves.
Yeah, they're bigger than they're a little taller than dire wolves. They're smarter and they can breathe cones of frost. Thank you very much. Inspiration to award to whoever you like.
Let's give it to I don't know, Foggle, I guess. That way he can do his haste earlier, I hope. on
All right. So
Nargles.
it is. Excuse me. So in the aftermath, does everyone have the map up right now, or do I need to share it again?
Probably need to share it.
Share
Okay.
it, please.
I can take care of that. Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Where do I have the map at? Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. Hold on. Maps. Damn, which map? Oh, that was the Bryn Shander map. Duh. Hold on.
This is episode 5.
Bryn Shander. Save. Share
It's
sheet.
episode 5, and only one of which has actually been related to
There you
Storm
go.
Kings.
Everyone
Right.
should have it now. Okay, so I'm going to clear expiring effects here. There we go. Everyone
And
should still
so-
have aid.
Can I scale down the wall and search that pincushion I just lit up?
You can
Sorry.
absolutely start doing that. Give me just give me an athletics or acrobatics to climb down the wall. It's up to you. There's
Hey.
plenty of handholds. It should be pretty easy.
Just really quick, we lose those temporary hit points we had, right?
No, they last 8
Aid
hours.
you have for 8 hours.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, and they're hit points, not temp hit points.
I didn't
Okay.
know what to call them.
Well, temp hit points stack onto it. So
Well, that's why I said temporary hit points. That temp hit points. It's the same thing, but
So
they're all temporary.
this sounds like the level thing comic from Order of the Stick.
Sure.
So
But-
in the aftermath, as the giants are you can see the giants retreating away from the walls they're basically on the horizon already from where your position, all in full retreat after that horn was sounded. And as the tumult of combat and the crashing, there's no longer stones crashing into the walls. You can actually hear screams carrying on the wind from either direction, both north and south from where you're at. Well, north and east, I guess.
So it sounds like the giants got into the city?
Well, looking back into the city, you can see smoke rising to the northeast. There's a lot of cries. You can hear horses running back and forth and people screaming. It's definitely the main gates. This gate probably fared better than other areas of the city. Duvessa turns to Ogric and starts barking orders to basically get out, find out who's hurt, mobilize a triage, need to get healers and their caretakers out in as quick as possible. What was that one guy's name? Friend of Sirac. Anyone?
Yep.
Oh, you're talking about the priest?
It's a D name.
Devian. Devian Ludwig.
Yeah, Devian says he'll...
Delvin. It's Delvin.
Oh, Delvin?
Says,
yeah.
Bring people to the temple. Bring the wounded to the... bring direly wounded to the temple. I'll save as many as I can. They need help. So, it's definitely pandemonium in Bryn Shander. No reports yet from what's happened everywhere else. Most of the people you were with... so, Sirac heads for the temple.
I'm going to race to the east gate.
Yep. I'm going to mount Shiffinar and head to the east gate.
Okay.
Shouldn't you go to the north gate?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I'll just blow past and go to the north gate.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride a Shiffinar if that's okay.
Okay, so
Yep.
Foggle and Shiffinar, or Foggle and Ironclaw are heading to the north gate. Bone Crusher's heading to the east gate. Nargles is checking to make sure these giants are still dead. Relic?
Which gate? He's trying to look at which gate looks like it needs the most help.
You can't see the other two gates from here. The southwest gate definitely held up the best. You can only see the tower north and east of you from here. There's smoke rising from west of the north gate. Is where you see it looks like there might actually be a fire or something.
I mean, Relic might try going along the wall.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's true. You could actually move along the walls. Okay, so while everyone's doing that, Nargles, you're the first person to score. So there are 3 dead giants here. The last one was actually taken out by a boulder to the square of the back. One of them, they each have a large sack. It's like tucked through its belt. Now the sack itself is taller than you could put a horse in it.
Even the female giant?
Actually, she might not have a... No, she doesn't have a sack. She has a sling of boulders.
I'm sorry, I
Wow.
can't help it.
Great stuff.
I was holding it until you said the female didn't have one.
So, the one giant, contained in his bag, you find a cask of ale. Seems full. A dead trout, a drum, a gong, a loaf of bread, and a kind of a cruddy-looking cloak.
Nice.
The second giant, inside his bag, you find a dented steel shield and a humanoid skull. You think it's human. And most importantly, when you get to Droofy, she has that ivory horn that you saw before, and it is ornate. This is supreme craftsmanship on the horn. And she is wearing a very large helm that is set with 15 gemstones, each probably the size of your thumb. That could be pried loose.
Don't you mean 14 gemstones?
Well, that's between you guys. So, I'll leave you to that. And let's see. Ironclaw, you're actually the first one to get to the north gate. As you're ripping down the main road, Nargles is ripping through the giant sacks, of course. So as you head down the main thoroughfare towards the market square, as you reach the market, way ahead of the rest of the party, you see a dark-skinned gentleman carrying a gravely wounded person, slung like draped over his shoulders.
Why do you have to bring color into it?
He's dark-skinned. Seriously? Jesus Christ! I didn't say jigaboo or something.
Wow! Holy shit!
Am I to the point that I can look up the road and see the North Gate?
All right.
Or have I made that turn yet?
No, you're just entering the market when you see this guy.
Okay.
He looks like the guy from La Amistad. I think that's what it is.
Okay. So, anyways, as he sees you on the horse, he like reaches, like flags to you to stop.
Yeah, I gotta stop.
Okay. He asks you to. He tells you that his name is Markham Southwell. He's the sheriff. We should clarify. Augric was a sheriff deputy, not a sheriff. I may have read that wrong previously.
Okay.
Anyways, Markham asks you to. One of the buildings was smashed in the northwest and started a fire from a boulder. They need help. There's currently people trying to bring bodies, but it would really help if you could use your horse for a litter to help get people over to the temple.
Yep. I guess I'll ask him. I say, is the giant at the North Gate gone?
Yes, we managed to fend him off. You can see, by the way, that he's pretty badly wounded. You see that he has a pretty bad gash across his left side, or across his ribs, and as you pay more attention, you realize he's just holding this guy with one arm. His left arm's limp at his side.
Okay, I'm going to reach down and grab him by the shoulder and say, I will help you, my friend. I will do the litter, and as I'm doing it, I give him 5 hit points.
Death Rudder? Oh, I think I Death Rudder.
Thank you. Deduct your 5.
I have.
As you do that, he actually grimaces, and you can hear bones popping back into place. But with your touch, it sets his shoulder and repairs his broken ribs. And he starts to move his arm, and he's like, Torm's blessing upon you. And
you.
He continues southwest down the main street, heading towards the temple.
Okay. Well, I'll start riding towards where I see the burning buildings up near the North Gate.
Okay. All right. Rallic, Bone Crusher, you're obviously going to run into you're going to run into the sheriff coming down the road. He's moving at a much more determined pace now. He's got a person draped over his shoulders. As he sees you, he kind of double takes for a second, like, wait a minute, 2 Goliaths in heavy armor? I mean, so he pauses for a second and he goes, are you with the paladin?
Yes, we're going to the other 2 gates.
We need help at the north gate. You'll see a fire. The east gate held.
All right, thanks. I'm just race to the north gate.
Okay. So he continues on his way to the temple. Rallic, as you're moving along, you can see there are several spots where the wall, especially the top of the parapets, have been crumpled. But mostly the boulders cleared the wall and smashed through cottages. But it's only until you start getting up towards the north side that you two see the burning building. And that's when you realize that's where the screens and stuff are coming from. Apparently, you're not sure if it was a blacksmith shop or something, but it got taken out and it caught like a whole block on fire. So,
all right, time to run in that direction.
Okay, there are catwalks at each tower that would allow you to get down to the ground. So you'll spend your time getting over to there. Nargles, what are you doing once you've finished?
What you're doing?
Checking the bodies.
Checking more bodies.
I want to go talk to Duressa.
Duvessa?
Duvessa, yeah. Okay. She was up on the wall with me, right?
She is, although she has come down. The last you saw when you were coming in, she was already making her way towards the temple.
I'll make my way towards the temple, towards where she was.
Okay. So that should be 3 of you near the fire. Ironclaw, you get to the fire a little bit before everybody else. There's one building is fully engulfed in flames, and 3 more have caught fire next to it. They've got their best they can do with a bucket brigade, but they don't exactly have tons of water on hand. There are, you can see several people with trying to put together a litter, and you can see they're being mounted up to horses, and people are trying to run them as fast as they can. You can see right here, you could probably take 3 or 4 people back to the temple right now. There are several who are critical that... give me a medicine check, actually. See what your assessment is of them.
Okay.
Can I do a help to use prestidigitation to help clean up the wound to make it easier for him to judge?
I'd let you make a medicine check to try and help.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna cut off the wrong leg and he's gonna die. We'll try. Medicine. Let's see here.
You got high enough. I'll let you have a second roll, Scott, because your first roll's not going to cut it.
I'll roll it in the tower like I'm supposed to.
Okay, so that's funny. You get the same thing Foggle did. So you're as you're looking through, Foggle starts basically he reaches out and blood starts to move away from wounds, and you see a couple people that had compound fractures. That are much worse than it looked like, and you're pretty certain that moving them right now would probably kill them, if not seriously injure them.
If I gave them a stabilizing hit point, would moving them still kill them?
It would help. You'd be better off to give them about 5.
All right, I have 5 that I can give 5 to.
Okay. If you can give 5 hit points to 5 people, you can stabilize everyone here. They won't even need to go to the temple.
Okay, I'm out of lay on hands until our next rest.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put it down to 0 on my charges.
Hey, Primates, welcome to the show. And Sprocketeer, I just saw you join. Okay, so you go ahead and divvy out the lay on hands across the group. As you get them, they all start to realize, holy crap, these are people who thought they were never going to walk again, and suddenly their legs fixed. And I
make sure as I touch him, I say, blessings of Bahamut, blessings of Bahamut, blessings of Bahamut.
Okay.
Oh my God. I don't like you as a Jehovah's Witness.
Bone Crusher and Ralek, you arrive on the scene. Like I said, there's one fully engulfed building. There's probably no putting it out. And 2 more that have caught fire that they're trying to contain.
What does Ralek think he can do with frozen rain?
Is it would melt? You think you could? No, the buildings have been evacuated. There may or may not be people that were inside the main building, but it collapsed. What's the radius on the frozen rain? It's like fireball radius, isn't it?
3,000 feet.
Yeah. No. I make it 20-foot radius.
Excellent try. Yes, you know what? How about, let's say an Arcana check for your placement.
Alright.
Ooh.
Terrible.
It's a bad placement. So
it's a good thing he's got +7.
So, the first one, you don't even manage to extinguish a single building. However, the flames subside a lot. Everyone's like, whoa, what happened? Especially because they have no idea where it came from. There's just suddenly, the air crystallizes and freezes and spreads out, and there's just a sleet that comes down. It suppresses the flames a little, but it's not enough to put it out. You're going to need more than that if you want to...
Can I use my earthen hand to turn over dirt and throwing it on the fire or whatever?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Go ahead and cast that. And I'd like an Arcana check from you, too.
Well, the frozen rain comes down for a total of a minute, so I don't think that...
okay. It'll put out one... You'll be able to put out... You'll be able to put out the... Can you move it?
No.
Okay. You'll be able to put out one building then with it. One of the buildings that it caught. Everyone can ignore that one now. Had you rolled well enough in the Arcana, you could have put out the main thing, the whole fire, everything. So.
I think I still had enough psi to do it once more, but.
Okay.
You're tied to chaos.
Okay. Foggle manages to put out the other two buildings with the earth in hand easily. Oh, good. This was the ones you used, Tides Chaos, so.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about you. You're not going to roll to see if you surge?
Oh, thank you.
I can't imagine you not rolling to see if you surge.
Am I at least 30 feet away from Foggle?
No, he did not. He did not detonate a fireball as you put the fire out.
That would have been amazing.
Oh God, you just kill all the people that were saved.
All right.
That would have been amazing.
So, did you want to try again, Rallick?
There's still one main building going?
The main structure that they have no hope of putting out is still going.
Oh, I can help with that too.
I'll try once more.
Okay.
Now the Tide of Chaos is going.
No, you've in the meantime you've been putting out the other two buildings on your own.
Making sure.
There you go. All right. You actually get the last building put out. The structure's probably savable at this point. Or at least they might be able to get valuables out of it. The building does have a giant hole, probably 5 feet across, that enters from the top side roof and comes out the back side of it, down by the cellar. Like it just obliterated it when the boulder hit. Yeah.
I recognize it immediately as a holy building.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Blessing of Bahamut be on it.
Oh. Yep. Bumblebee tuna.
Bahamut actually doesn't have a lot of temples and things.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going.
All right.
So you know.
So, you have managed to put out the fire. Everyone heads to the temple, where there are still people that need healing and triage.
Like how many?
Probably a total of 30 people.
I can heal like 16, like easy.
Wow. Okay.
Got that prayer of healing thing.
The priest will be really happy to have your help.
I have that times 2.
Okay, and that's as many people as you can pack around you, right?
It's 6.
Oh,
6
6
a pop.
people.
So that's
okay.
12. Then I have 4 first level for cure wounds.
Okay. If you want to drain all your spells, yes, you can basically save 16 people, regardless of how bad their injuries are.
Yeah, I totally do that.
Okay, well, thanks to you, only 3 people were killed in the attack. So, as things settle down, you're at the temple, everyone's been healed, you're all kind of like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then, one of the sheriff is, kind of helping to see to people. The sheriff leaves after a while, and he heads towards the south gate. He leaves with Duvessa. Nargles, so
yes.
This is before everyone else gets there. As you see the sheriff, sorry, you didn't know him. You see a dark-skinned guy wearing a badge, and Duvessa, and they are making their way south of the temple towards, I don't know if we marked it or not, but the council hall.
Yeah, we marked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move behind him towards the council hall. I won't approach her yet.
Okay. So you just follow them.
Yep.
They head to the council hall. You see Augric meet them when they're there, and there are a lot of people gathered in front of the council hall. Like probably 50, 60. There's a huge crowd, all waiting to find out what happened, what are we going to do, what do we do now, etc.
Flash mob.
So, Duvessa gets up on the steps of the council hall and tells everyone that the giant attack has been repelled. The defenders of Luskan, a group known as Dragon Shield, aided in driving off the giant leader. Or no, I'm sorry, in slaying the giant leader. And they... thanks to them, we're still here. At as they're talking, there's one. You see a frantic woman come running in from the south. She comes running in. People kind of make way for her, and she's screaming. Duvessa, stops to listen to what she wants, and she says that her child, a giant broke through the wall in the south and took her child when the horn sounded, grabbed her child and ran. She's an old woman. When asked for details, her child is an adult. But grabbed him and ran and headed south. And she's begging for someone to get her son.
I'm going to look to Iron Claw and Bone Crusher.
You're not there.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. So,
You guys are at the temple. This is just Nargles.
Yeah, I'll step up and say, I'll ask for details of what he looked like.
She has a locket that has a picture of him. It's an artist drawing, but you could recognize the face. You're used to drawings of faces for targets, so.
And he headed south?
Yes.
We'll do our best to get him back for you, ma'am.
Okay, she's ecstatic. She thinks you're amazing.
She doesn't have to think.
We are amazing.
All right. What's the plan?
And is Devessa done speaking?
Yes. She actually looks to you now that you've stepped up.
And I'll go up and talk to her. I'll ask her if she knows of the person that the giant was talking about. Are they harboring anybody that came in recently?
She says she has no idea who Artist Simber is. She's never heard of him. As she says that, you notice Sirac walking up, kind of with his head low. He was the guy from the temple. He's been standing in the crowd, and he walks up to her, and you can see he's kind of blushing. He seems kind of distraught, and he says, "I know who Artist Simber is. He's my father."
And what's his name?
His name is Artis Simber.
Yeah, who's speaking with you right now?
Sirac of Suzail.
He was the guy I talked to at the temple.
He was the guy
He was the guy sweeping, right?
Yeah, he was sweeping the steps.
And he helped fight the Winter Wolves.
Yes.
He raced in as we were killing them.
Does he know where his father's at now, and why would they want him?
Yes, he couldn't tell you either of those. Artist Simber was his father. He was given up for... Artist Simber is only his father through name. He's never known him. He was an orphan. Artist Simber gave him up when he was a child. And all he knows is that his father is supposedly immortal. And the last he heard, he had a family connection in Waterdeep. But Sirac's never been there. He doesn't know anything else about him. You can tell he's feeling really guilty, though, because he thinks the giants, whatever reason, might have thought he was Artist Simber or something.
Why would he think that? Has he wronged the giants in any way as of late?
No, he hasn't. It's just, he's like,
okay.
Nobody here knows Artist Simber. I know he's my dad, and the giants are here looking for him. So
do you know
why would they think he was here?
Do you know any of his family members' name in Waterdeep?
He can tell you a... Let me see here. No, not that one. I gotta pull his name up. I cannot remember it offhand.
Sure.
Artist had connections to the Roaring Horns. It's a noble family in Waterdeep.
Any other information you can give me about that area?
I mean, it's Waterdeep. I've never been there. It makes sense that they would be after Artis. Artis is fabled to have an item called the Ring of Winter. It's what makes him live so long. And if they were after him, maybe he actually does have that ring. It would make sense if frost giants are looking for him.
I asked Teresa if she has any connections in Waterdeep. That if we head to Waterdeep,
Duvessa. She has an aunt that lives in Waterdeep. She's the captain of a ship called the Dancing Wave. If you do travel there, she can provide a letter. I'll write a letter to my aunt. Her name's Enerva Coldwater, and she'll provide you passage and accommodations anywhere you need to go on the Sword Coast.
Very nice. Okay, I think that's all I need.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Markham, that's the sheriff. Markham looks to you like he catches your arm when you're about to leave, and he just like gives you a nod. He's like, "Thank you for everything you've done. If there's anything if you can retrieve this child, you'll never pay for another drink or room in the 10 towns."
What about time served if I do anything wrong? I say it with a straight face.
Give me a persuasion check.
All right. Let me get my persuasion up.
What did he say to do?
Let's just say
if I do anything wrong.
Let's just say half our party is lawful good and half of it's not.
Yeah.
And the other half doesn't sit in
You really catch him by surprise, and then he realizes, like at first he's like, "Is he joking? Oh, you're joking!" And then he's like, "Oh, you're not joking." And then, but like the way it hits him, it makes him laugh as he realizes, like he looks like you're a halfling, you got a crossbow, you basically took out that giant by yourself, like you know how to use that thing. He starts to just put it all together as he's looking you up and down, and he's like, "This guy's a hitman." Like he might have even heard of you. Like he's like, "Oh," and he's just like, "You bring that boy back, and I'll be willing to overlook a lot."
I tip my hat and twirl my mustache, and I start walking away.
Okay.
Out of character, I just want to specify that half the damage counts as mine.
That's right, because of haste.
Mine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sounds like it. All right.
So how much damage did I do in Strahd in that case?
A lot.
None.
70 damage in one hit.
If half the damage is mine, I'm just saying.
Okay, so what's the plan?
What is the plan?
I go back to the group. I fill them in on all the information that we have. I said there's a frost giant that has a woman's child, but it's actually a grown man. I explained what he looks like. I said we have another task. Artis Simber is Siric's father. He doesn't know him. He was adopted. He has some family ties in Waterdeep. With the Roaring
Horns.
The Roaring Horns. We're going to check out that lead. When we do go to Waterdeep, I talked to Duvessa. Her aunt lives in Waterdeep and runs a ship called the Dazzling Wave. They'll give us free passage along the Sword Coast. She might have some information of anything going on in the area since she does frequent the waters. That's what I know, gentlemen.
I did Waterdeep in the morning.
I did find one gem off the giant.
We have to rescue.
If you guys want to sell it.
We don't know that. Did he tell us about that yet?
Yeah, that was the first thing
Yes.
I said.
Yeah.
Oh, then we go rescue. Sorry.
Next question, we rest first?
I was trying to RP.
Go.
Well, here's some questions for that. It's snowy on the ground, right? So there should be tracks.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, not so much wind.
Does it seem like the weather will hold where we should be able to follow the tracks tomorrow, at least for a ways?
Give me a nature check. With advantage, you're quite accustomed to cold weather predictions, living in the mountains.
All right.
It's too bad you can't control weather. It actually looks like there's a storm on the horizon. Chances are, if you wait a whole night, that you might lose the tracks.
Jason wants to use his map. And
Let's go.
Here we going. With serious spell deficits now.
I want to try the track, and I am ready.
Who's going to do the tracking? It'll be survival checks.
Me.
Okay,
I got
who
this.
will be navigating? It's going to be also survival checks.
Not it.
Me.
1, 2, 3, not it.
I'll do everything.
Okay, it's going to hurt your ability to do one or the other.
Hang on, who else has wisdom?
No, if you're just following the tracks.
Bone Crusher and Alec and Knuckles.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival check. You guys head south out into the snowy wilds. Wow. Okay, you have no problem following these tracks.
I was like a lookout/scout for my Goliath tribe. This is what I do.
I thought you were going to say the Boy Scouts.
Okay, you
look, when you have a long time out in the wilderness by yourself, you start to listen to the voices in your head, and then they give you magical powers.
Can we get a little bit of information about the tracks that he's tracking? Is it one giant? Is it multiple giants? Or there's some?
You're just following the tracks of a single giant. It looks like.
Okay.
Maybe wolf tracks too, but it looks like maybe a wolf and a giant.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Moly.
That was vape.
You're not muting.
So there was the tracks at first are really easy to follow, but then he starts getting it goes up into some rockier terrain, and you can see the giant is intentionally like trying to walk on the rocks and stuff to hide his tracks, but you pick up where they go and continue following. You can see it's heading into a couple jagged peaks. Not really a mountain pass, but more like a crevice where two mountains meet. You follow it for several hours. It's quite obvious, though, you're not going to reach the mountain before dark. Probably, like nearing dusk, you could go for another hour or two if you wanted to push through the night. Otherwise, there is a spot here where you could set up a camp. It's on a hill, so it slopes down in every direction.
How big a head?
It has some tree scrags and boulders. It's got some wind cover, and it would be fairly defensible.
How big a head start did the giant have? Like how long?
At least an hour, maybe more.
It's just 3 times their size. So
yeah, all the time you guys were doing everything here, the giant was presumably leaving. So,
do we know enough about frost giants to know if they're, they eat people? I don't want to say cannibalistic because wrong thing, but
nature check. Rallick can speak with some authority, simply because he's been reading a lot about giants ever since he had his first flashback, or his first premonition. That giants, frost giants particularly, eat. They eat. They're omnivores, but they tend to eat raw meat. They don't cook it, simply because raw meat is so much warmer than what they're accustomed to. Like, it's basically cooked to them.
Oh, nice.
Has Rallick ever heard of an incident where they eat people or sentient beings?
Confirmed. Sentient beings, maybe. Typically, though, giants eat cattle. They eat, they eat yetis, which are considered intelligent. So,
okay.
Whether or not the giant took him as a hostage or took him to eat him, not sure.
So the real question is, are we going to spend the night here, or are we going to push on and try and catch up to the giant?
Well, the giant probably moves faster than us. So the only way to catch it. So the only way to catch it would be if it would stop.
I'm assuming it'd probably stop the night. If we march all night, we might be able to catch up to it.
Yeah, but we already know that there might be snow coming, so we would lose the tracks. We have a general direction if we know where it's going, towards this crag, this valley, but we don't know if that's where it's stopping.
I think we should keep going.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to get spells back, I think we should keep going.
Please check mark it. Box mark it, Jason.
Okay, that'll work. /vote.
Wait. Considering we grew up in the spine of the world, how inhospitable is it at night?
That's a good point. As the Goliaths, both of you are sure you'll be fine, although you'll be uncomfortable. The Goblin and Halfling, and probably the High Elf too, is pretty low body fat, might not do so well.
I'll be on Shifting under the
They
cloak.
should most likely... really, that's a very good question. A very good point. You expect they would probably pick up a level of exhaustion to try and march through this weather. If they tried to press through it.
What about me right on the back of Shifnar? Under the cloak.
It's a matter of just how freaking cold it is. Like they don't even need protective gear to be out in below zero weather.
Nice.
So
I was here spooning
Right.
with Iron Plus counts.
Logic says we'll be no use in this rescue attempt if we aren't battle ready. So maybe we should stop.
I mean, I already don't have spells, but I'm willing to go do the fight. The problem is, will we be able to do anything once we get there?
Well, that's it.
All right, resting it is.
okay, everybody agreed?
I mean, I trust my abilities as a scout to be able to find the trail again anyway.
Okay,
I'll
you
take
set up
watch.
camp. I was doing March order for the watch, so
Okay.
you set up camp. The night does not pass uneventfully, but nothing critical happens. During the night, at one point, you do hear you hear some roars off in the distance. To your ears, it sounds like a bear, maybe attacking something, but it's way off in the distance. Do you want to
The
investigate?
direction that we were going. Or not?
No, it's kind of to the you're heading southeast at this point, and it's kind of north of you. It's pretty
Okay,
distant,
no.
but within earshot. Do you want to investigate?
I'd say no. We got bigger fish to fry.
It's more important to rescue whoever this is. And if it's a bear attacking a giant, I'd bet on the giant.
Okay, I guess we just continue to sit there.
Okay,
Do
you
we know-
maintain a vigil, and after that, nothing else occurs during your shift. Bone Crusher, your watch is smooth, and then I'm pretty sure Rallick covers the rest of it since he's done trancing after 4 hours. So, I am going to long rest you. Rest.
So now our hit points back
Long
down.
rest. Everyone needs to drop aid off yourself. You can do this yourself now, by the way.
Nice.
How do you drop effects?
Click on the little foot next to you to show your effects.
Oh, on a map?
No, on your combat tracker.
Oh, combat tracker.
How do I move it though?
When you click it, you should have a thing that says
No, I don't.
you don't have a little minus sign to get rid of it.
Nope.
Nope.
What?
Oh, I do. Delete
Yeah.
item.
It definitely worked for me when I had
Confirm
effects earlier.
delete item. There, I got rid of aid. Did you click on
Oh.
the winged boot?
Is it because
Yeah.
Brian put the effect on them?
Probably.
See if you can remove it from them, Brian.
Oh, really? Nope.
What doesn't
Let
make
me
any
try
sense.
Foggle. Nope, I can't.
I know
My
why.
hit point.
Because I put the effect on you too instead of you guys
My
doing
max hit point should not be 63. They
They're
should
not.
be 50.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
10 off.
When
We're
you
ju-
remove
we're
aid,
removing
you
aid
lower
right
your
now.
hit points.
So everyone
okay.
drop your hit points by 10
So my 10. Okay, thank you.
because we don't have a
So-
good way to represent that yet.
When everybody's up in the morning, I pull out a cast of ale. Anybody want this cast of ale? I found it on the Giants. I flop a dead trout out.
So full of shit.
Anybody want this dead trout? It was on the Giant.
I'll take the trout and throw it in the snow and then drink a swig of ale from the cask.
Hey, Jason.
Yes?
My spells, I should have more spells available to cast. I have 432 currently.
Yeah, didn't it expand it whenever you added a level of cleric?
I should have 433.
Mine
So
ended
now-
automatically.
Spells 6, 4, 3, 3.
Did
Yeah.
you?
So just adjust it.
Did you drag and
I
drop
don't know
cleric
how.
on yours?
Go to
Yes.
preparation.
Change your mode to preparation. Whoops, I will stop helping. There you go. And then just change it to 3. There you go.
I pull out a dented shield. Anybody want this shield?
You've been carrying that all this whole time without offering it sooner?
Yeah. Well, we were busy. That seemed like the best time to do it.
We've been marching for a while.
Yeah, I pull out a drum. Anybody want a drum? It was on the Giants.
I feel like you robbed the town.
Yeah. And to answer your question, do they eat humanoids? I toss them a human skull.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Sure glad you told us this after we rested for the night.
Yeah.
He was tired.
Shabby cloak, anybody?
I'm good.
All right. As he goes through all of his items,
Yeah.
you pack up camp and continue heading southeast. Brian, I'm going to need a nature check. There was snow, but you guys got far enough south that it didn't really hit this area.
Survival?
Yeah, survival for another tracking check.
All right.
Okay. You have no trouble picking up the tracks again. And you follow the tracks for probably better part of 3 hours. The really scary part is, you can see the giant has stopped trying to cover his tracks at this point. And though you can see the wolf's tracks trotting alongside, and then a huge giant footprint, but the span of his steps is just incredible. Every 5 steps you take, the giant takes 1. So, and I'm talking jogging strides. After a while, you reach that kind of crevice between 2 mountains, kind of a bit of a hollow in the mountainside. As you follow that up, in the distance, you can see kind of up a slope that kind of curls around to the north. At this point, you're going a mountainside, hillside incline is kind of blocking off your view of the north where Bryn Shander is, and you can now see up in the distance, probably 200-300 yards up, along kind of like a footpath. You can see it's been walked enough to kind of make a pathway. You can see a yawning cavern opening up into the side of the mountain. There's large icy, can't tell if they're stalactites or icicles, hanging down around the mouth of the entrance. That's probably almost 60 feet across. No, not 60, 40 feet across.
Okay. So we're going in, right?
And these are where the tracks lead, right?
Yes, the tracks lead up here.
Get in there, burglar, and burgle something. No?
I'm moving up.
I've got a stealth check from Nargles. All right, what's the plan then, everybody?
I'm going to move up to the cave entrance.
Okay.
I'm going to flick my goggles on.
I want to use Tide to Chaos and go with him.
Okay.
Tide to Chaos is for advantage of my stealth roll.
I know.
I'm going to do that at 3rd level on Ironclaw, myself, and someone who needs it.
Aid.
What is it?
Okay, he's doing aid again.
Gotcha.
Hey, Brian,
Probably
I just thought, why don't we just make it 10 hit points?
That's what I was thinking.
Because you can heal more than that. Never mind. So,
Yeah.
at 3rd level, what is it, 15? Or is it
10.
10 still. Okay. So, check that off. Drop aid on everyone who's going to get it. Rallic is going to cast
I
Frozen
drop it?
Sanctuary. Yeah, just drop you have the aid effect on you, right? On your sheet?
No, I think he just put it in the regular.
Then I just made a mod. It's in the effects window, guys.
Yeah.
Just grab it from there and drop it. That way you can remove it later. And then raise your hit points by 10. I'll let you guys take care of that. Okay, so I've got Foggle and Nargles are going to try and sneak up and investigate the cave. How far back is
Foggle,
everyone
did
else
you
waiting?
I'd say far enough back to let them sneak, but close enough to where we can get in. So maybe, what's that, 30 feet, 60 feet? It's not very far back, is it?
Well, if you want to be able to move and attack the same turn, no more than 30 feet.
Are you on your horse, or?
I'm on the horse.
So can't you go farther?
I can.
Yeah, it's true. You can cover
group.
40, I think.
Shifnar should have more than 40 feet.
I thought it was like 60 or...
60 feet.
Oh, 60. Okay, never mind.
That's fine with being 60 feet back, the horse.
Yeah, we'll stay about 60 feet back.
Okay.
And we'll tell them, I'll look at, really, Foggle and say, no fireball until we're all there to see the pretty pyrotechnics.
We'll see what the situation calls for.
Doesn't sound like a yes man to me.
He does.
All right.
I tell Foggle, you take left and I'll take right wall.
Who's getting the feed, by the way?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Who's getting third aid?
Foggle.
Do I change my hit points or does it change it automatically for me?
You change
You have to add.
All right.
Drop the effect on yourself too.
Okay, so
in
you
case
guys
anyone's curious about the logic, Nargle should be able to hide and you give yourself...
So it's 15 hit points?
So, 10.
10.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You guys need to drop 8 on yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, what I don't see aid.
It's in the effects.
It's in the effects window. It looks like a person in the upper right hand.
I got it. Aid.
So, yeah, you get, you guys sneak up to the mouth of the cave. Give me perception checks. And Rallick, what was your perception for?
He's just
I want to give
a lookout around the area.
Okay,
I want to give Nargles advantage on his perception check.
With
so you want me to roll perception?
Inspiration, I got it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Correct. And you have advantage. I'm trying to find my perception. There it is.
Okay, so Nargles, you are able to spot what looks like a big burly orc just inside the cavern. I'm going to show just about all you guys can make out from where you're at. And visibility. There you go. That's what you guys can see from where you've snuck up. You can see there's an old skeleton, hardly any flesh left on it, kind of half buried in frost. You're actually, as you get up here, the cavern inside, while cold and there's frost crystals on the ground, is basically carved rock. It looks like this is the opening, at least, is like a natural cavern. You can see it's huge. The ceiling is at least 40 feet up inside the cavern, and you can see a big column of rock jutting up. Both to the west and east of where you are looking, you can tell there's a light source. There's definitely a bright light coming from the west, and up to the north you can pick up a slight light as well.
I don't see anyone, right? Just him?
Correct. You don't even see that guy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't see anybody. I just see Nargles. Okay.
Correct.
I look at Foggle, and I hold up one finger, and I make like a big orc face, and I go...
Can the party see us or no?
You can see, they probably cannot. No, you've moved into the darkness of the cave.
Okay. But they're what, 30 feet away from us?
60.
2 rounds.
Hang on 1 second.
You can see that the orc, give me a nature check, actually.
Nature?
Yeah.
That is not my best roll.
Probably not.
I don't get any mod to it. So.
Tonight it was literally your best roll. You see this right here. you recognize it as it's not just an orc. You can just tell by looking at it. You can see the intelligence in his eyes. It's not some lazy orc. This is called an orog, kind of like an elite orc. They're orcs that tend to be more intelligent and bigger and stronger than regular orcs. He's wearing plate mail. He has a large axe sitting on the ground, laid over his leg, and he is keeping a pretty diligent watch. He's sitting on a stool, and a couple times he swivels his head. It's not like he's sitting around. He's regularly checking the corridor in the entrance, and you see like a couple times you have to duck away to make sure he doesn't spot you in the shadows.
Okay.
You can also hear faintly, very faintly, Foggle. You can hear sounds like a human rapid breathing, like they're scared.
Okay. It's hyperventilating?
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Do I notice?
I've heard that.
Notice the sound of a human hyperventilating?
No, you didn't catch that.
Being an assassin?
Okay.
Foggle's actually a little better.
Okay.
I happen to have experience having heard humans hyperventilate in caves before. It's all quite familiar to me.
Really
From my goblin background. Yes,
it's really
yes.
wrong. Okay.
It is.
Can I try to move 15 up to there? Or do you want me to roll another stealth check?
You can absolutely try, but you risk being spotted.
Well, while he's doing that, hey, I want to wait a minute. I want to back up 15 feet or so and use mage hand to draw words in the snow by the party of orc.
So you want to draw in the snow a message for them.
Yes, orc with mage hand, yeah.
Orc. And what's the range on mage hand?
I can cast it within 30 feet, but
so you'd have to back up 30 feet to write it where they would see it.
Okay, can I do presentation at the mouth of the cave then? Just write orc, red blood orc on the wall at the entrance?
I would let you change the surface. All right, you can write orc on the wall. Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn.
So
to
here's the thing:
Crusher.
if you back up 15 feet, you can get into the sunlight where they could see you.
Yeah, but that's not as dramatic.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a leap of logic here and make that plural for orcs.
Orcs, okay.
Yes, I'm no genius, but leap of logic there.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else to indicate to the rest of the party that you're going in?
I want to watch. I'm gonna watch Gnarl. If he starts moving up, I'm gonna move mage hand, wave him forward a little bit. If I can do that.
Give me a perception check, rest of you guys.
Sure. Perception.
No, 10 will do it. Okay. So Nargles does move up. You see a mage. You think maybe it's Foggle on the left side of the cavern, just inside the shadows, and all of a sudden you see a translucent blue hand come out into the sunlight and wave you guys forward.
But then, it's slowly, the hand's going like that at him, just come on, but slowly, I don't know.
Okay, it waves forward and then slow down.
Come
slow down.
forward.
No, speed up. No,
Exactly.
right there.
Messages. Yeah, mixed messages. It's not well thought out plan on.
Red light, green light. Red light, green light.
Can I see Foggle?
You can see the hand. You can piece the. Yeah, as you guys advance up, you can.
I'm gonna telepathically.
Actually, I'm gonna say no. You can't.
No?
They both rolled outstanding stealth checks. You cannot see him.
Okay.
All you can see is the hand.
Nice.
I'm gonna say let's wait for the fireball, and that's our cue.
Let's just walk forward.
We're just going forward,
Okay.
quietly as we can.
You walk forward.
Yeah, we'll try to be sneaky.
I need stealth checks from all of you.
And then I'm assuming that Nargles is moving
And
forward.
you need to roll
They're trying to move
Shiffinar
forward, right?
stealth check, not yours, Scott.
Oh, you're right. Good, because I have disadvantage.
So are you moving up while they're doing that,
So does
Nargles, or no?
Shiffinar.
Because Nargles had time to move up if he wants to.
Shiffinar is disadvantage. Do you guys want to just have Shiffinar wait?
Probably a good idea. He's probably really bad at stealth.
We don't need Shiffinar to move up.
Nothing quite like a clip clop.
Because you'll be moving at 60 feet. Like, just come forward when we're 30 feet ahead.
Okay, I'll tell Shiffinar. I'll call you when the fun starts.
No. Like,
you want me to wait?
You can be on Shiffinar. Just follow us.
I'm fine with that, because I don't want to leave Shiffinar.
Yeah.
I'm mounted. I've got my lance out. I'm ready.
Yeah.
See?
Okay, so you scoot up a little more. I need a new stealth check versus an opposed. No, you can ride on your current stealth check, but he's getting an active perception check now. Which is here.
Oh, you didn't save the show the picture to the stream.
Okay, which picture?
He did. It's in
he did. It's on the left. Cool. Shut up, Scott.
Okay. You managed to advance up, and he still has not spotted you.
Wreck his face.
Do I see anything else?
So you can get about that far without him seeing you. Okay. Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'll cover what you're able to see. It's all lit up. Let's see. So we'll do like one of these. You can see to the far wall. Like so. Okay, and then you can also see here. Whoops, to about there. And you can see...
Oh, nice.
Here. Okay, so I'll describe what you're looking at. So, you can see to the north, you can just see the edges of a cage in the very northeast corner. And in the cage, you can see a human who's holding onto the bars and looks just petrified. There are two huge chains. They're probably 20 feet long, coming from sockets, like holes in the walls that come down to a gigantic cage door that's set into the floor. You can see a blood smear in front of it that just streaks like something was drug into it. You see the aforementioned Orog sitting on a stool, and you can hear soft talking quite a ways off. It's probably, you can see the chamber itself is probably more than 100 feet across. Off to the west, probably coming from that light source, you can hear soft talking. Do you speak Orc? Or do you Foggle?
I speak Goblin. Goblin common.
I don't think either of you speak Orc. So you are unable to understand what they are saying, but you can hear.
How far away
talking.
do they sound?
Quite a ways.
So, like, not inside of the Orog tree potentially, or like within.
In this chamber, you think? That's about as specific as you could get.
Okay. So if we did something to him, odds are people would see us, is what we think.
Yeah, that seems quite likely.
Okay.
In my expertise, do I think I could sneak past to the right?
Maybe. You could try it. It would be difficult, but you could try it. I would need a new stealth check. The good part is you would be sneaking into the shadows, not towards the light. If you want to make a new stealth check, I would let you try. Okay. All right.
Can I ready a firebolt in case he fails? Like if something runs basically that way, I just want to firebolt it.
If you ready a firebolt or ball?
Firebolt.
Oh,
cantrip.
Well, he successfully snuck, so it's kind of a moot point.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. I'm drawing.
You gonna loot the chest and leave? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna show the whole map. So
start pulling shit out on our next. break. Hey, this is what I found.
This is the chamber that you see.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to reveal.
Is that where the human is?
Yes, the human is in that cage up there.
Okay.
So you actually sneak around the corner, and you are immediately assaulted by a horrible smell, and you realize that this is a shitter chair that you are hiding behind.
Nice.
It's just a chair with a hole in it that they take outside to plop down and take a shit through.
What's that to the right? Is that
and behind
shit?
You is piles of bones.
Can I get into the bones or behind them?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you position yourself hidden down in the bones. It smells terrible. These are freshly cleaned bones. They've still got bits of sinew and gut and fat and rotten meat, and they're nasty. You can see a total of 5 Orogs in the chamber. 2 of them, one is in the very southwest, is kind of chilling out on a hammock. You double take it first, but you're pretty sure he's reading. Another one is laying on a cot made of animal furs. That's the one to the right of him. And you can see 2 sitting at a table with chairs that appear to be playing dice.
All right. And where is our party at this point? Like, do I see them?
You're there, and they're 30 feet behind you. Scott is 60 feet from that. Is the party continuing to advance up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any, like, high ground or, like, crevices I could get in or climb the wall and find a place where I could stand?
Well, there's a large central column of rock in the center of the room that goes all the way to the ceiling. Like it's like a giant pillar here that whatever created this cave went around. You can see the area off to the left looks like to be worked, like someone actually carved that out. Whereas this initial opening looks like a natural cavern. You can also see, by the way, north of that giant chain door, you can see there is a tunnel almost 20 feet wide that looks to be carved out of the rock going back further. And the ceiling's 30 feet high. But no, there's not really any specific area that looks like it would be easy to climb. And the ground's actually pretty level here.
I'm gonna wait until I see Foggle creep up on that corner and see if I can make eye contact with him. Let him know how many he's to the left.
It's a terrible idea.
Okay, so Foggle, are you going to try and sneak up? Hey, High Jumper, how's it going?
I can sit there waiting a minute. Sure, I don't hear back from him. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, you continue to sneak up. You can get to here when you finally... You can see him, but he can't really move because he's hiding in a pile of bones. Okay. I'm going to say the rest of the party is still 30 feet behind Foggle.
Okay.
And 60 feet
when I make eye contact with Foggle,
yeah,
I'm going to give up the 5 signal.
Oh.
And I'm going to make the orc
3.
And I'll point towards him.
Okay.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what do you want to do, Foggle?
I think it's a terrible idea. Okay, hang on. The radius on Fireball is 20 feet, right?
Yes. It's a 40-foot globe.
I'm trying to see where I can see from here. Hang on. So if I look here, I could...
Your visibility is basically...
Like that, right?
You can't even see the other orcs yet.
Yeah, but he kind of told me where they were at. So I was going to point.
He told you there's orcs, sure.
Like, I can see, like, the table here a little bit. The corner.
You can see a chair.
Okay. I want to signal to him as, like chair. And the next, like, the explosion, like, because I don't know if these can't.
And I'll give him the okay signal, but...
Okay. I'm just checking something here.
And I'm going to hold an action ready for when he's...
That's a terrible idea. So good.
When he starts to cast or do anything, I'm going to ready an action to shoot that orc in front of him.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to roll for initiative at this point.
I was going to have you actually fire first and then me fireball.
We're both sitting there waiting.
I was just curious if the mage hand was going to do anything while we're sitting here.
Flip off the party. I don't know. waving forward, like frantically waving forward as we open up.
Okay. All right, we'll say that. So the party sees all of a sudden the hand that's like, come slowly, starts going, get over here right now.
Yeah,
Oh, I think Nargles was actually waiting on Foggle to open up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foggle was apparently waiting on Nargles to go.
Well, the good news is this might be a surprise round.
Okay, this is in fact a surprise round. Rallic, you're first up.
Where am I?
Basically,
30 feet behind
I'll
Foggle.
put you on the map, and that will be your 30-foot move. So, right.
What? I thought
there
we'd be
is
right here. 30 feet behind Foggle.
You're the 30-foot point you guys were told to advance up. So, you're here at 30 feet. So, I'm saying you
But
guys...
we said we were going to keep going.
You lost sight of him, though, when he disappeared. We could keep going. Fuck it. You're here. Or, well, I guess 30 feet behind him would put you there.
But wouldn't this all trigger off us actually doing our thing first?
You waved him in. And
As I was setting up the fireball
you
or
went
whatever.
way last. They don't know you're setting up a fireball.
But I mean, I was doing it. I was waving forward as I was casting the fireball. It's fine. Whatever.
That's why we're going. We saw the hand. We're like, oh shit, they're in trouble. We don't know the fireball's about to show up.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So, Rallic, that's your move to get there.
Okay, can I see this Orog?
You can see him, yes.
Then he's just going to focus his talent onto his mind thrust ability, do a little bit extra damage if he hurts this guy. As a sudden wave of
he makes his save.
mental energy crashes over him.
He feels weird, but he doesn't know what it is. Like, he feels the psychic assault and that whoa in the air, but he's still surprised. Bone Crusher.
This is funny.
So, Bone Crusher
The guy's going last.
charges up.
We were just sitting there staring at each other.
Actually,
I'm sitting over the corner going,
I'm gonna, if you're alright, I'm gonna say Rallic drops back to make room for a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I did a spell attack, would you have any sort of cover?
What attack? Like which spell?
Guiding bolt.
If it's an attack roll, yes, he has cover.
Just -2?
He has full cover from you. You've only got one corner that can get to him, so -5.
Can I be on the far right then?
I'd be okay with that. Sure. Then he would just have regular cover.
Okay. Yeah, this thing's got 120-foot range. I
Okay.
mean,
What's guiding bolt?
Radiant damage
level
and
one
lights him
spell.
up.
Oh, nice. Oh, next attack roll has advantage. Nice.
Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. I want to see if I can do my...
Get advantage on the surprise attack or no?
Oh, yeah, you do. It's a surprise attack.
I do? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
you get a second
well,
try.
My bad.
Thank you, John. I totally forgot. And doesn't matter.
Oh.
It's okay. We're just saving his Corey's assassinate is all.
He was trying to help.
Okay, so
It's an attack roll. I'm going to add 10 to that roll.
What?
I'm going to add 10. I got a 22.
How you got
How
10?
are you adding 10?
With his divine
Guided strike. 1 second.
Oh, is it not an
it
action?
No.
Oh
It's
God! When
starting
you make an
at second
attack
level.
roll, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Check off one channel divinity. Nice.
I did.
22 hits. What a shock!
Yes!
Or after the 10?
And then where's guided strike? Oh, there it is. Okay. Or guiding bolt, whatever.
You do 15 damage to him, moderately wounding him.
And effect grants advantage to an attack roll.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay, Iron Claw.
Iron Claw is going to,
I'm assuming Shiffinar is moving on your initiative right now.
yep, and gonna dash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was 60 feet of movement.
Yep.
Can you lance that?
No, I have to be within 10 feet to lance.
Yeah,
5, 10.
Shivanar's dashing, so you can make an attack along that path. So
All
you
right.
basically have 120 feet of movement to play with here.
You have advantage on this.
Yeah, you have advantage on him because you're bigger.
Oh,
than
it'll
him.
auto add it.
Well, it's not just that. He has advantage anyway.
Yeah, because his horse is bigger than the
Yeah,
target.
if he attacks something smaller than his
Oh,
horse,
nice.
he gets advantage with a lance anyway.
Why did you get off your horse?
I didn't. I'm on my horse.
You're doing it wrong. I mean, ever.
Yeah, he meant ever. Yeah. Okay.
What am I doing wrong?
Nothing. You're good.
Kick his
Smack him
ass.
with your lance.
Now, do I need
They're
to?
making
Do I
fun
need
of you
to
for
click?
getting off your horse last time.
Yes. Do I need to click advantage in order? I do, don't I? In order
Yeah.
to get the advantage.
You can
with
either
lance.
click advantage or you can click that effect for advantage. But yes, you
I
have
already
advantage.
applied advantage.
Okay.
That's true. All right, 23 hits for 10, and then go ahead and roll your second attack, and you will have to hit advantage for this, or hit the
Okay.
effect, one or the other. And miss. He's wearing plate.
Yeah. Okay.
So you
Surprise!
ride in and smash him with the lance, and then you hit him again. You still have 50 feet of movement since your horse is dashing. Oh, I'll go ahead and lock tokens now, by the way.
I think I'm going to. I'll just move up here.
Yeah, just keep going.
No balls, no balls.
I want to. I want to
Those
maintain.
are balls.
I want to maintain 20 feet.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I'll kind of pull
here,
up short
they give you
there.
20 feet to any orc.
Yep. I'll let. I assume they're going to get to move next turn anyway, but I want to kind of pull up short a little bit and just kind of draw attention away from everybody else.
Okay, so you slam him, and it's kind of a grazing blow. It still knocks the crap out of him, but it grazes off of his shoulder plate. And then you ride up, and you turn around, and you rear up with Shifanar, and Shifanar neighs real loud and paws the air, and basically everything's looking at you.
Excellent. That's it.
And, by the way, you also see there is a large satchel down past the hammock, a pile of firewood just to the north of him, and a campfire that you can see all the light coming from. Thank you, Campaign Cartographer 3, for light
But
sources.
there's no giant that we see.
You do not see a giant.
There's a tunnel to the north.
There is a tunnel to the north.
That grate, does it look like it covers something on the floor? Or does it look like it hinges up to block off the
Absolutely
tunnel?
looks like it covers the floor and has a hinge and chains to pull it up.
Okay, fair enough. That's done. Oh, and Shifanar's done too. I can't change Shifanar. You'll have to advance
sorry.
it.
Do I not have Shifanar set to friendly? Oh.
It is, but I
But
just
it's not your
can't.
character. Got it.
Right.
Your own turn.
Okay. Orog
Surprise round.
surprised. Orog surprised. Orog surprised. Orog surprised. Foggle.
Corey could go before me. We had the same initiative. And
Corey, actually, you
stopped waiting.
When you start casting a spell, that's when his ready to action takes place.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
But you still have movement.
Yeah, so... Hang on one second. Okay, so I'm going to move 60 feet, or 30 feet I should say, to like right there.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a fireball centered on the fire.
What's the range? Oh, fireball's over 100 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, 150 feet.
Okay. The room, I think, is 120 across, by the way.
Is that right? Is it center of a square or a corner I draw it from?
You draw it from the corner of a square.
Okay, that's right then.
Yep.
So I'm going to fireball them
catch
guys.
all four of them with the fireball. By the way, the one in the hammock looks a little bigger than the others.
You mean the boss?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Fireball.
The one in charge.
I think that one maybe.
Yes.
Wow, 3 failed saves.
And then I'm gonna click Orog Boss because I want to use my Fury of the Small against him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll his damage separate. Is what I'm saying. Or I don't know how I should. I'll just tell you
roll
what
the same damage. Add 5 to it.
And then after that, just add the extra damage to
Okay,
it.
that works.
Or I guess it's 6 now.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
19 damage from the fireball.
That is some really shitty damage.
19 hits pretty solid, though. And then for your ability, just do the damage to him.
It's not solid for a level 3 spell, I'll say that.
Should have been 28, but yeah.
And then, so fire on top of that. What do I do for that, Jason? Sorry.
I don't know. It's your ability.
Oh.
Does it do your level on damage? It'd be 6 now.
Let me look here. Hang on.
I'm going to...
It's set to do level automatically.
Go to your level.
But it's just set for... Hold on. Let's change this effect. Let me just add a new effect. Add damage. Here.
That works.
Dice. It doesn't do any dice, right?
No, just flat my level. So I'll give each level.
So we put a die in, and then we delete said die. And then it's level...
All right.
Plus what?
Nothing, just level.
Okay.
Yep.
And close. There you go. Now you have a damage effect.
Right. I'm going to lean down to Shifnar and kind of snicker and say, nice fizzle ball.
No, it wasn't a fizzle ball. That was a hit. It was not a fizzle.
Okay.
Okay. So let me uncheck that. Oh, and my wild
damage
surge.
Done.
Yep.
My wild surge here.
Don't forget to get your Tides of Chaos back. You cast Polymorph on yourself.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Fucking roll your save.
Oh, my God.
Are you a sheep or not?
Wow.
What's my...
I don't know. Hold on. Let me check the...
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Jesus. Wow.
Just will save, right?
This is going to make it more difficult. Oh, my
Wisdom
God.
saving throw.
Polymorph. By the way, little known for the viewers, this is not the first polymorph that's been cast on Foggles. He was originally a halfling until true polymorph was cast on him, turning him into a goblin. Let's see. This is up to 1 hour.
Holy shit.
Need to make a wisdom saving throw, sir.
Yeah, you got it.
What is your spell DC?
You got inspiration.
With inspiration.
Yeah, apparently. I think that's getting given to him. What is your spell DC anyway?
That's a good question. I don't do a lot of spell DC saves, so let me check.
You just did one.
Save 14.
14, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wisdom save with advantage. You need a 14, sir, or you're going to have a very boring rest of the game.
Hey, maybe I just need to do... Actually, I can do Subtle Spell, which gets rid of the verbal component, so as long as there's not,
You're a sheep.
You can't cast spells.
We'll
Don't think sheeps can cast spells.
I'll be the judge of that. Hey!
Hey, you made your saving throw. Good
We
lord.
believed in you.
I'm like burp out a and like cover my mouth.
Basically. You do.
That's just a small crack.
Oh, God.
Ironclaw's going to look at him, shake his head, and say, "You idiot."
Don't pick on him. He's a little sheepish right now.
That's right. You guys didn't see it. You guys have no idea what happened.
Its game statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. You only retain your alignment and personality. So you would be a
gambling sheep.
Yeah, you'd be a sheep that likes to gamble and doesn't have a lot of morals.
Nice.
Has flexible morals.
Yeah. Nice. All right, that's my turn. I've done enough. I've done enough.
It'd be trying to suck up to us and like bite off its wool and hand it to us or something.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
Indeed.
Wild sorcerer, everybody. Nargles.
Awesome. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Unbelievable. So you are still hidden from or
so I get advantage, right?
Yeah, so you have advantage on your attack. And he has not taken his action yet, so...
There we go.
Oh, shit.
There we
don't even
go.
need that. Now, you know what? Now think about it. he has had his action. His turn has already passed, so
it's surprise.
Right, so that gives you the advantage. It's automatic crit if they haven't taken their turn yet, right? Or is I got it backwards? It's advantage if they haven't taken their turn.
You got crit anyways. It's gonna die.
He critted. That's what I was laughing at. So
here comes some damage, boys.
Yeah, that does it. 38 points of damage. All right, so you put a bolt right through his eye. It hits. He slaps up against the wall and just slumps over and falls down to the ground.
And for my bonus, I will re-stealth, and I'm going to...
All right, I'm back. It's amazing.
That's a good question. Do you have your hair back from the last Wild Magic Surge? Otherwise,
yeah, just for a day.
It grows back in 24 hours.
Oh,
no, he doesn't have it all back yet because it hasn't been 24 hours.
He's a bald sheep.
I'm not sheep at all.
He's not.
You have no idea what happened.
And he would have little bits of fur.
That's right.
As far as you know, nothing happened.
As far as I'm concerned, you have a sheep tail right now. Or you got hooves. I don't know. It's awkward, whatever you've got.
Am I still... I rolled my stealth.
You'll only be able to move half speed while stealthing. So you could only cover, I think, 10 feet as it rounds down, or 12 and a half feet.
So I have like a Bob Ross hairdo out of wool right now.
So I'll move to there.
Okay.
You have a mini one, because you're still growing your hair back.
Okay, and the Orog boss doesn't get to go. Round 2. Rallick, you're the first to act.
Alex gonna move up there.
Okay.
See the problematic orcs, and then a sheet of ice is going to form like that.
Oh, nice.
On the ground.
Okay. How many psi is that one? That's a second level spell, right?
You could put it down one more, couldn't you?
No, I think that's first level equivalent.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So they'll have problems running past
yeah.
that stuff.
I get what you're saying. Make it hard to run north.
And you can still hit them with your lance and not touch the ice.
Yep, that's awesome.
And then Relic's gonna kind of keep cover and watch at this corner here.
Could you put it down and right one more so it still covers the whole cave but hits the bottom guy?
I mean, is this hard terrain, whatever this is, or is that easy to walk over?
It's a cot. It's a cot.
Is that a table or is that something on the ground?
Cloth cot. If you zoom in, you can tell. Well, if you go camping, you could tell.
Yeah, it's a cot.
You can put it over one more too, and then have it. Oh, I guess the fire would interfere. Never mind. That's what you're saying.
I guess. No, I want it there.
That works.
Fine.
That's fine.
Down.
Okay. Is Shiffinar acting independently, or? I would say he shouldn't, because Shiffinar would have to go into the ice to attack anyway.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna...
Okay,
No.
You're controlling Shiffinar. Alright,
Yeah.
Bone Crusher.
Can you move Rallick out the way?
Bone Crusher. Oh, did Rallick move back? Oh, I see. Thank you. Okay, Bone Crusher advances up.
Man, I'm a freaking magic user this time. I will just Sacred Flame that dude. Maybe
Okay,
it works.
he fails his saving throw.
Yeah, look at all
And
that
takes
damage.
12 damage, heavily wounding him.
I'm good.
Ironclaw, you're up.
All right, so...
You can just move Shiffinar since you're riding him.
Yeah, I'm just going to move up here, I guess.
Okay,
And we'll attack Ogre 2 with
Okay.
the lance.
let him have it.
Advantage, and lance him.
You hit him with the 23, Oh. 4 damage, critically wounding him. And then you crit. For damn near max damage.
Because why not?
So you ride up, and when you thrust your lance at him, and he blocks it wide, and as you rear back, you just haul back and jam it forward again, and this time you catch him in the throat. He just kind of holds for a second before he goes limp and slides off the lance.
And then I'm just going to move back.
That's what I figured. Boop. All right. Orog 4 goes. Man, they're not lasting long.
If he moves more than 10 feet, he manages to slide on the ice nicely.
Yeah. Okay. As a bonus action, he will move up to 30 feet towards an enemy that has attacked him. Because he's aggressive. He will then proceed to make 2 great axe attacks.
Yeah, but he hasn't attacked him.
What?
Scott never attacked him.
I'm sorry.
He killed the other one.
As a bonus action, he can move up to his speed towards a hostile creature it can see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And he will multi-attack, making 2 great axe attacks.
At whom?
I know, that's the thing. It's really... This is... Huh.
Well, here's what's going to happen. If he attacks Shiffinar, he's going to do so at disadvantage.
Right. And if I attack you, then... I mean...
You have heavy armor?
Then I have heavy armor.
You both have heavy armor, actually. But yeah, you're harder to hit. I'm going to try for the horse because he doesn't know that you're a master with a shield. So,
okay. No, you're going to try for me. No.
Oh,
no.
I'm going to go for you.
You're going to try for me because...
And then that way you can save
You're not going to disadvantage it first?
Yeah, you could disadvantage the first one against Shiffinar and then direct the second one at you.
That's a dang good idea.
Okay,
learning horse.
I swear, I'm going to make you make another ability that makes you put disadvantage on my creature, so I don't have to go click it. All right, he attacks him with disadvantage. 21 hits.
Oh, man.
For 14 damage. So he smashes his axe into Shiffinar. The armor stops the brunt of it, but you feel an impulse of pain as Shiffinar takes a hit. Shiffinar reassures you that he can take it. All right. Second attack is at Shiffinar. Redirected to you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. And a 15 misses. So he clangs his second attack off your shield harmlessly. And at that point, he's going to just sidestep around up to the cover of the rock.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Orog 1 goes. Orog 1 will go 30 feet as a bonus action, 15 more to advance up to Bone Crusher.
Can I ask a question? Is getting over that cot difficult terrain?
Even if it was, he's still got 15 feet of movement.
He's got 60 feet.
Yeah, he has 60 feet of movement. It was easy for him to make it.
I did not know.
No, you're right. He did have he did have a cot to get over. All right, he will Great Axe Bone Crusher. Or try to.
Really mobile.
Missing.
I disagree with this Great Axe of me.
Try Great Axe again. Connecting that time.
I disagree.
He does 10 points of damage, but it's partially resisted by Heavy Armor Master.
All right,
so he only takes 7. All right, that ends his turn. Farrell.
That's why we have aid.
All right, so let's see here. My turn.
Whatever you do, I hope it's not bad.
I want to move over here. Hang on, let me think here. I gotta check the range of my spell here. 30 feet, okay. 5, 10, 15. Cannot reach him. Damn, I did not see this plan through. I was gonna Earth and Grass, but I don't have range for it. So My range of magic missile here. 120 feet. I'm gonna magic missile the Orog boss.
Okay.
And how many times do I do it? Sorry, I don't do this really often.
What level of spell are you
3
casting?
darts. It's 2, so 3 darts, right?
2 would be 4 darts. It's 3 darts
Sorry,
at first level.
Level 1 spell, I see.
Level 1 spell, 3 darts.
I'm gonna do level 1 then.
Okay.
Yeah.
He takes a
Hey,
total
not bad.
of 10 damage, which heavily wounds him. Since he's riding off the fireball there.
Yeah. And then I'll move up there.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Skills that pays the bills.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't think you want to be near that grate. That doesn't seem great to me.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
Nope, it's all good.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone's it all good.
I think he failed the spot check, guys.
I think so.
Wait.
I think
I think I failed the spot check. Dude, we're right here. Oh, I think I failed a listen check too. It was a great comic. Okay. Is that it for Foggle?
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, you could say that.
Nargles.
All right, Nargles is going to.
Let me roll back. I don't remember what your stealth check was earlier. Okay.
To
You are
there.
hidden.
He still hasn't moved. You should shoot the boss.
He's been
never mind.
rolling around in the bones. He's like
Hilarious.
he's like a kid in a horrible macabre bubble ball or ball pit. He's popping up with a crossbow.
Roll.
Can I see that guy there?
See the bones shuffling around, and he pops up.
Which guy where?
Yeah, which guy?
The guy, Shifnar.
The guy in Shifnar.
He will have cover. He'll have full
You have
cover.
sharpshooter yet, or no? You just have crossbow.
Yeah.
He'll have full cover because you're shooting through the horse, and he's up against the rocks.
What about that guy there?
Is that the one by Bone Crusher?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
regular
the one
cover.
by Bone Crusher. Okay, I will shoot at him.
Okay.
Did you give him cover? How do I give myself?
Either
cover?
give yourself
Minus
-2, or on the mods window you can click the cover button.
Got it.
Either one. They're functionally identical.
I never understood why they did modifiers and effects separate. Like, they just make it one
Yes.
thing.
I think it was real estate for the screen, and it's an artifact from Pathfinder days, 3rd edition.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you miss.
I miss, and
Yep.
I will go to stealth.
Okay, with your bonus.
Yep.
Okay. All right, got it. You do successfully stealth, by the way. Okay, so the boss goes. As a free action, the boss grabs a.
There's no such thing as free actions.
Sure there is. Free item interaction. He grabs a stick of the firewood next to him
Secretary.
and wraps it against a pole that's driven into the ground behind his hammock. And it lets out this bong, bong, very loudly that echoes through the tunnels.
Fuck.
He then throws it down and takes his great axe in hand and goes to start some shit. I think...
So hitting that thing doesn't use his action to hit it?
No, it's just banged an alarm.
It's an item interaction.
He attacked the pole, all I'm saying.
He did not attack.
Oh, does he make that save?
So that's what I need to see. Go ahead and see if he makes a saving throw, please.
Is ice difficult terrain, by the way?
I think it actually might be difficult terrain.
Yay!
Awful
No,
life.
he fell anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he falls. Oh, we didn't really check when. We'll just say after.
10
It was
feet
after
in.
10 feet.
10 feet in. Yeah.
So he
He's
falls,
prone there.
stands back up. He's only going to have enough movement to get off of it. That's about it. But give him another save to see if he makes it off without... Oh, he didn't move 10 feet, so he's good.
The second time he would have moved 10 feet again, right? Because it's 20
Well,
feet
no,
across.
because he moved over to... Oh, he fell in that one. You're right. So
Yeah.
did he make that one? He failed that one, too. So he's here, and... Shit, he'll dash to stand up. So then that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, hell. He'll go over to the horse then.
Oh, wait, do I see any further down the tunnel, Jason? Like that way?
Yeah, you can see further down the tunnel. Let me see here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Whoops. I should probably click this thing. And from you, that's to here. Okay. You see some spikes sticking out of the wall about 10 feet, maybe 15 feet up the wall. Big, heavy-duty spikes that have been mounted into the wall. And I guess that's it. And there's some collapsed. There's some collapsed rock. Looks like the ceiling's crumbling a little bit on the right. So client view. Okay. So, oh, the boss moved. He should be done. Okay, that is it for Orog Boss 1. Since he lost his turn on that fucking ice. Relic, turn 3. Round 3. Sorry.
Relic is going to attempt to take over the mind. Not take over. Thrust his mind upon the Orog.
Boy, did you guys
boss.
see the Reddit thread where I said that he mind zonked a giant? Jesus Christ. This guy jumped all over me. That would be mind control. That's a 10th level mystic to be able to cast that. Jesus, sorry, I used the wrong name. And he passes his saving throw. Whew.
These guys have strong minds, apparently.
Wait, were people okay with you using a mystic? Because aren't they super
actually,
OP?
there wasn't really a complaint outside of that.
Yeah.
Was that in the Storm King's Thunder thread?
Yep. Yeah.
Not gonna read it.
Okay. And Relic retreats behind cover. All right. Shiffinar is being controlled right now, so we'll go Bone Crusher.
Okay. And I'd really like to help you with that ogre boss.
I got him.
By the way, Jay, I just realized I have nimble escape. Is it okay to retcon that I actually did a bonus action to hide when I moved up there, or is it too late for that?
Nimble escape. Oh, no, it's fine.
Hide is a bonus action. Okay, thank you.
That's fine. So you can use up your... Oh, you don't have... Oh, so you can use your Tides of Chaos?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I couldn't think of a reason to justify it until it occurred to me I had nimble escape.
Bone Crusher, seized with indecision. Does he help his friend? I'm just kidding.
I believe in me.
Okay. Guiding Bolt. Nice. Wait. Does a ranged attack have disadvantage on the attack?
I think so.
Yeah. You're adjacent to someone. You sure you want to do that still?
Wait, it's disadvantage?
Yeah, because you're making a ranged attack while adjacent to someone.
When you're
is it just a saving throw I have to do?
Saving throws you don't have to worry about. No.
All right.
You either roll with disadvantage if you have someone adjacent to you, or you.
No, I mean if I force them to make a save.
Then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. I'll just do Sacred Flame then.
Okay. No problem. He fails his saving throw. And takes 9 damage. The boss is looking pretty rough already. Between the fireball, the magic missile, he's just eating one magic attack after another. Okay, Iron Claw.
Well, I was going to do something, but you knocked him around pretty well. So I guess I'll attack the ogre boss.
Okay. You rear Shiffinar around, rear him up, and then smash him with your lance. Oh, yeah, you did.
Yep, that's going to leave a mark.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you hit him for 18, finishing him off, and that's the first crit you haven't used the Divine Smite on.
Oh, well.
No, why would you use it? Why would you use it?
He was already critical.
Doesn't that count as disadvantage for being within 5 feet? Or is that only in melee range? On foot, I mean.
No, a lance just has reach, that's all.
Well, Lance also has a special property if you're within 5
disadvantage
feet.
if you're not mounted.
Not mounted. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. If you use it in one hand while not mounted.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Well, that's not great.
I think that's right. Shit. Now Nick's got me wondering.
You're right. Now that you said it, I actually think you are.
Sounds correct.
No, Nick's right. It's disadvantage to attack a target within 5 feet of you.
I thought that was only if it was one-handed, not mounted.
But Shiffinar can just take the disengage action. You back up 5 feet. There you go.
No, I'm curious about that.
No, so that is correct. Within 5 feet, you have disadvantage with a lance. Additionally, it's two-handed if you're not mounted. So, but Shiffinar disengages, you back up 5 feet.
Okay.
And you're good. You can back up 5 more feet and attack that orc.
You already did.
Okay. I've already attacked. Yeah, I had something clever planned, but now with one of them gone.
Back one. That way you were 5 feet from him.
That's fine.
If you want to peel this one off me, I'm cool with it.
Are you hurting?
No. Not yet. I just don't do a lot of damage.
Okay. Then I'm going to burn a first level spell as a bonus action, and I'm going to cast Compel Duel on
Ogre
1.
Can you link that one?
Yep. I didn't mean to roll that.
But yeah.
Succeeds on a saving throw.
That was Orog 4, but it doesn't matter. I imagine their stats are the same.
Yes, they are. Okay, so he makes a saving throw.
Yep. Sorry, I tried.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Well, on a failed save, it's drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For its duration, it's disadvantage attack rolls creatures other than you, and it must make a wisdom saving throw every time it attempts to move to space is more than 30 feet away. If it succeeds, its spell does not restrict the target's movement for that turn. So he'll have to keep making saves.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage if he attacks anyone but you. Still.
Oh, hell, that's huge. I didn't read it like that. That's amazing.
So he has disadvantage if he attacks anyone but you, and if he makes his saving throw, he can move more than 30 feet from you.
Okay.
But
holy shit, dude.
He's going to fight you. So, that's not in question here.
That is concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still awesome, though. I didn't know it was
actually.
that good.
That's not the way I read it, Jason. On a failed save, it just doesn't work.
No.
I can't open it, so I
On
can't
a
tell.
failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by blah, blah, for the duration of disadvantage on attack rolls, blah, blah, blah. If it succeeds on its saving throw, this spell doesn't restrict the targets for that movement for that turn.
Okay.
Oh, no, I see. There's a second must make a wisdom saving throw each time it
Yes.
attempts to move away. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it failed to take hold.
Okay.
Sorry. Are you done?
I'm done. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Bloop.
Orog 4 will continue wailing on Bone Crusher then. And I actually would have anyway, because I'm not going to eat an opportunity attack to go after you. I would have just had disadvantage. But he misses and hits with the second one for 9 damage. Reduced down to 6 because of heavy armor mastery.
Alright.
He, outside of that, he's good. He's just going to keep fighting. Orog 1. Oh, that was one that was supposed to go just then. Orog 4. I guess we'll take Orog 1's attacks, but he will attack Shiffinar.
With disadvantage.
Okay, with disadvantage. He attacks Shiffinar and drops a 20.
Doesn't Shiffinar have armor now?
Yeah, we didn't modify it.
Did we not? Oh,
No, that
that's
was
good.
a miss. Hold on, let me
11
fix.
is really low if you have any armor.
Yeah, it's 17. Here, edit, armor class, 17, splint, barding, lock. Okay. Yeah, let's drag that hit again. Miss. There we go. Okay. He dropped a 20, by the way.
Good.
That was supposed to be a crit. Okay, he attacks a second time. He's infuriated that you block it with his shield and tries to hack away at Shiffinar again, which I'm assuming you're redirecting.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And he misses you.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at him and kind of go,
Foggle.
All right. So that's like blood right next to me, right?
He shifts and puts his back to the wall.
Yep.
Yes,
blood?
you see a blood splatter and actually a bit of flesh. It looks like maybe like a piece of ass cheek or something on the
Now, does it
ground.
look like something got dragged into the grate, or is it like blood leaking? Okay.
No, it looks like something got dragged into the grate. Understand, that grate is set into the floor.
Yeah. You know,
Are you going to look inside?
Can I look from here?
Nope, you'd have to look closer.
Fuck it, why not? I'm kind of curious now.
Okay.
I'm going to look a little close. I'm stealth though. I'm stealth right now. Hopefully.
Okay.
What you doing now?
You are stealthed. And I guess I can go ahead and show this now. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Is it a Yeti or something?
You see a huge Yeti.
A dominable Yeti.
Yeah. It's this thing is about 18 feet tall. You can see it's standing in like a pile of bones. Just the bottom area here is it's rock, but there's a lot of ice in there. It looks like maybe water's seeping in through from something and causing it to freeze over. And it's down probably 5 feet from the lip of the thing. There's like it's desperately clawing right now, trying to get up to you. It's climbing up the wall, but it can't get past the grate.
Is there like a latch on the grate, like where you might fit like a lock on?
Yeah, there's actually a latch at each of the chains.
Like where you can just lock it shut?
No, it's more like there's just where the chains are, there's like a block that fits through a hook that's been spiked into the ground.
So, because I couldn't like stick my knife into it like to jam it shut or anything.
You could try. It's going to be an intelligence sleight of hand check.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not that intelligent.
To be able to figure out how to jam it.
Yeah, I'm not that intelligent. I'm not that kind of guy. Intelligence sleight of hand, are two different checks, you mean?
No, you would make an intelligence-based sleight of hand check.
Oh,
that'd be like doing a strength-based intimidation check.
I got you. So. No, I want to move away.
Okay. A hand snakes out of the pit. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know what? I can't.
Not Yeti.
Oh.
From stealth, it didn't see me, right?
The creature? Yes. It's looking right at you.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to run. I'm going to run like...
Sense of smell, buddy.
I want to run. I don't know.
Apparently goblin smells delicious.
So I'm going to run like, I don't know, like to there, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Firebolt, I think maybe. Hey, let me see here. Firebolt, yeah.
He will have cover because of Bone Crusher.
If only had Tides of Chaos. No.
Well, you're going to try and get it back now, right? Oh, no, you got to cast a real spell for that.
And I've made the armor action. It is. Okay. I don't really want to do another spell. We're doing so
I know, spells are hard, right?
Hey, there we are.
Nice shot. Damn, 4d10.
Ooh,
18 points of damage, critically wounding.
About as much damage as my fireball did.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
But the one instead of
drop the damage.
So
you gotta drop the damage.
Drop the damage.
Oh, sorry. Where I had targeted.
Nope.
False.
I'm looking at him. I have an arrow going from my character to his character.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it says you do too.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, DC 610 and Charfra, how's it going? We're in the middle of an Orog fight with an abominable Yeti peeking through a cage.
I'm going to yell out Yeti up there in the cage. The party.
Okay. Nargles.
All right. The boss is dead. That one is there. This fucking guy. Can I move to there?
Yes, you can.
Will Ogre 4 still have full cover?
Ogre 4 will have full cover, yes.
And Ogre 1 still has cover?
Regular cover.
Alright, I'm going to shoot at that guy.
Was his stealth good enough?
Yes,
yeah, was my
stealth was good enough. I told him last turn, so I didn't forget. Okay, 23
That'll
easily
work.
hits. Dropped to 3. That was a nice advantage. Four, 13 damage, critically wounding him. Bone Crushers, you're fighting like a crossbow bolt whizzes between your legs and hits him in the thigh.
Oh, sorry. Can I stealth again?
Yes, absolutely. The Abominable Yeti grabs a hold of the cage, of the lid, and starts jerking on it, and the thing rattles, but the latches hold.
Maybe.
Glad for that.
Okay.
I want to yell at Nargle that maybe he can.
I'm assuming all I hear is this really loud racket.
You just hear a massive roar. And you were just told, you just heard someone announce there's a Yeti.
Maybe Nargles can secure the latch.
Rallick.
Does Rallick
How
think he'd
big or
be
normal?
able to secure the gate in any way?
I don't know, do you?
How smart is Rallick from seeing the gate mechanism? Does it look like he can do anything?
It looks like the only way, like, okay, give me an intelligence check. Not even sure how it works. No, you're not sure. You're more book smart. It's like you can be really smart and not know how to take an engine apart. So you look and see it's latched. You're not sure what you would do to make it
better.
Not latch, so or to make it so it can't be unlatched.
Then
it looks like if someone pulled on the chains, it would unlatch.
Right. He's gonna try and take down this Orog, and then there's still a prisoner in the other cage, right?
There is a humanoid, a human actually. It's a young
Human
man.
male?
It's obvious it's the guy you're looking for.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Wave of energy crashes on that guy.
Yeah, he goes down.
Nice.
And Ralph starts moving towards this cage to see if there's anything he can do.
There's a young man. You say he's probably 15 or 16. He is freaking out. He's rattling on the cage, trying to get out. He might be too petrified to give any advice. Let me see. Yeah, he's shit scared crazy. I got a 4.
Does it just look like there's a lock on it, or is there anything
there's a
else?
padlock on the cage.
Slap the shit out of him and tell him to get a hold of himself.
You grab him like Leslie Nielsen.
Just
Get a hold of yourself! God damn it!
Yeah.
All right.
And he moves. There's a line of the boxing gloves, lead pipe.
Ralph will deal with that next turn.
Okay, Shifnar is being controlled. Bone Crusher.
Identifying that they're in plate and my spells are doing good, I'm gonna be a spellcaster.
Okay, I like it. He succeeds on his saving throw.
Well,
Figures.
screw being a spellcaster.
Okay, I'm gonna shorten you ones. Nah, you can get around it. That's fine. Okay.
Jason, unless otherwise noted, I'm just going to do the backup 5 and attack type.
Yeah,
just
sure.
as standard.
Yeah. Disengage, back up 5 feet.
Yeah.
Lance his ass.
Lance's ass. Whoops. He was already targeted.
He was already targeted.
You were ready.
I was ready.
Here comes
Advantage.
Lance. Remember advantage, yeah.
Lance.
Hit with a 19. That advantage is awesome.
It's gigantic, isn't it?
11, critically wounding him.
And we're going to do it again. Just take him out.
Hit.
Yep.
And dying.
That's
exactly what he needed. So you rear up, and really it's not so much a 5-foot step. It's like you rear up, and then as you come down, you thrust in with the lance. You hit him, and it catches him in the chest, and he's like holding it, and he's like, not yet. And then you thrust and just pin him to the wall, and he's like, and he goes limp.
And Shifnar still has movement or not because it took a disengage?
Shifnar has movement. He has disengage and then move, so he has 60 feet of movement.
All right,
I'm going to run up 5 feet, so he's 55 feet of movement left.
Okay, well, then I'm going to run up just in this area.
Sure. I'm going to stop you about here.
That's fine.
To get around them. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you hear this ka-chunk, and all of a sudden, you see the chains go taut, and they crank back, the latch lets go, and all of a sudden, whoof, the trap door slams up, blocking off the hallway here, and freeing the Yeti.
Is this bigger than normal Yetis?
We'll stop right there. Yeah, it's gigantic. It's 3 times the height of a human. Abominable Yetis are very, very nasty Yetis.
So, like, how big is a normal Yeti?
A normal Yeti's large, so 10-foot square.
Gotcha.
This is 15-foot square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just a little bit shorter than a frost giant.
So it's like another half again.
Yeah, basically.
So we should be able to take him out.
Is giant.
So we're gonna stop
keep
there.
Playing.
Great game, guys. It's 8:00. This is perfect. I feel like shit today. Actually, I almost went home early. So you're right. I made this map.
Thanks for DMing.
I made this map. I wanted to use it really badly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Great game, you guys.
This is Campaign Cartographer that did this map.
Nice.
This isn't even the half that I really like. I'm even more proud of the next half. So
we're gonna leave.
Spoiler alert!
We got the guy. We're gonna leave now.
Well, that's true. You could leave.
No, I'm gonna give him a protective shield and a shabby cloak and tell him the sheriff owes me one, and head on his way.
I can tell you now. The giant keeps this thing in a cage and starves it.
Nice.
The guy in the cage was to feed to it. He keeps it starving because it makes a great rabbit attack dog.
Very nice.
So, let me save this map here.
So, I guess the grate was opened in response to the gongs?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long it took to the giant to get to the controls.
Yeah, but now he's locked behind this gigantic wall, so, that's great. So, he's pinned himself in. Perfect.
Locked might not be the right word. He's controlling the chains that put the gate up there, so.
You're not in here with me.
Yeah.
Or, I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
All right. So great game. We had quite a few new people tune in. This is going to go up on our YouTube. We've got the whole playlist. Episode 2 is kind of boring. And only my mic was working. So we'll be back here. Are we next Tuesday? The 19th?
Why not?
Yeah, it should be.
I'm good.
Just making sure. Okay.
I'm good on the 26th, too.
All
right.
I am not good on the 26th.
All right. We will be back on the 19th at 7 o'clock Central. Hope to see people there as we finish up the Frost Giant's lair, if they make it past the Yeti. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see everyone next week. Bye.
Spoiler alert, we